Welcome. Thank you for stopping by and choosing to listen to this message for today. I want you to go ahead and look at these two cards before you. You have the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups. These two cards represent the underlining energy that runs throughout your heart, mind, body, and dare I say your spirit. Whether you are aware of this or not, it does not matter. This energy may still exist for you for the month of December 2024, as well as the first week of January. If you find yourself not able to connect to these two cards right away, that's okay. I'm here to clarify that for you. My name is Kimberly, and this is from Loved Ones Tarot. And this is for all my Geminis, again for the month of December and for the first week of January. When I look at these two cards, I see a desire to communicate fully what is happening internally with you. There is some undercurrents of emotion, so emotional turmoil that you can't quite define or understand, or perhaps you did and you thought you overcame some emotional turmoil, but every now and then it's been bubbling up, at least in December and January. And now you're trying to figure out, why? What is going on within me that doesn't sit well? But on the other hand, there's also this desire to enjoy life. You want to have fun. You want to connect with other people in your life. Perhaps with the people already in your life, you want to enhance those relationships, or you want to meet new people, new friendships. So one part of you is focused on having fun, enjoying life, and that's all very valid. And another part of you is trying to put in that inner work of self-development, of asking yourself the hard questions that may put a damper on your fun or your partying or your connecting with other people. And yeah, it is a battle of either putting in that hard or painful work of self-development, or just keep on perhaps living on a superficial level, but not for everyone. For some of y'all, you're living on a superficial level, and for others, you feel it. You just need it. You need that. You need some positivity. You need that fun. You need that time to just enjoy the sunlight. And if that connected or resonated with you, then this reading is for you. And if you can't quite understand, that's okay. Please keep watching so that I can help you. This is your current emotional state for December and the first week of January. So what you're feeling. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So in your heart, we could take this picture for what it is, this card for what it is, a man juggling between two objects. In your heart, you could quite literally be juggling between people. And this could be two separate people that you're juggling between emotionally. It could be a relationship and family. It could be a partner versus a partner. It could be a friend versus a friend. You don't know which one you perhaps support. You don't know which one to not give support. You don't know which one to give it more attention to, or who to love more, or to work things out with for some of y'all. And it could just be you juggling between responsibilities that you have. So again, and the underlining energy for some of y'all is that you want to have a bit of fun, a bit of something to break up the monotony of your life, or the hardships, the difficulties of your life, just something to break it up every now and then. So in your heart, you're looking for a way. You're feeling overwhelmed, right? Either you're juggling responsibilities, you're juggling other people, and you're wanting someone to come in and help relieve you of responsibilities, relieve you of having to always put in that effort to make things work. uh, Someone else to maintain that balance, someone else to make things stay cohesive or in harmony, you know, a wanting of help, support, someone to listen to you, all right, someone to lead you, to guide you, because the underlying energy again is a page of swords, and the page is typically someone who's younger or less experienced, less mature. It doesn't necessarily mean your age, although you could be physically younger, uh, but not necessarily. You could just be someone who's inexperienced at a certain thing. You could have a lot of wisdom to you, but for in this case, this situation at hand in the December, there's something you're not experienced about, so you're having those growing pains of how to juggle everything, multitask. And in your current mental state, what are you thinking about in December and January? You have the 9 of Swords in reverse, as well as the 7 of Swords. Mentally, you are planning, you're plotting, you're figuring out a way of how to release yourself of some type of worry, of some type of stress. It could involve you sneaking around, doing something that you're not proud of, manipulating a situation or manipulating a person in order for you to have some fun, or for you to get out of an obligation, get out of a promise, just because you feel very overwhelmed mentally. So there could be a lot of chaotic thoughts going in your mind of just whatever's worrying you in your day-to-day life. All right, so there's some wanting to get out of a situation, wanting to leave a relationship, or to, yeah, just, or maybe an obligation at work as well. So maybe are you calling in sick in order for you to stay home and go have some fun? Whatever it may be, in your mind, I see that. I see that you are trying to get out of something in order to make yourself feel better. All right. And again, the underlining energy, celebrating with those you care about, having fun, but also wanting to put in that hard work. So mentally, I see you're like, nope, I just want to go out. I need a break. What you want people to see and believe about your actions in your day-to-day life. You have the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. You want people to see and believe that anything that has happened so far regarding a certain failure, a mistake, some type of loss, some type of disappointment, whatever the case may be, you want other people to see and believe that it's not your fault. It wasn't you. You didn't do that. You're actually working hard at trying to maintain a level of stability financially, emotionally, physically. You're doing what you're supposed to, so it's not you. But if it does happen, it's not your fault. Okay, that's what you want people to see and believe about you. What can we actually see from you? In reality, you have the Judgment and the 3 of Wands. Let me pull one more for what can we actually see for Gemini. Okay, so yes, what people can see is that you are, if this is you, right, in the middle, and you're looking off into the horizon at Judgment. So you are at a place in life where you're sort of somewhat you have achieved certain goals. You are at a certain phase in life where you can see some success, you can see some stability, and now you are on a quest for accepting and working on what is supposed to come your way next from God, from a higher power, from the universe. And people can see that you're ready to claim what is yours. But at the same time, people can see that you are avoiding necessary changes. So while they know, they actually believe that you're ready for self-transformation, you're ready for what's supposed to happen next, the next phase in life, you're avoiding something. You're avoiding changes that need to happen. So again, the underlying energy, some of y'all are avoiding putting in that hard work. In your mind, you may be wanting to take off of work or to distance yourself or take a break from a goal or obligations or a relationship. People can see that you're avoiding, you're detaching yourself in order not to work that hard, even though they believe you. They believe that you want to be committed and dedicated to a certain task, a certain obligation, or to a certain relationship. Now, this represents the situation that needs to be addressed according to your loved ones on the other side. You have the Fool and the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, so going back to how you want people to believe that it's not your fault. What people can see is that they believe you. They know that you want to be committed. They know you want to be dedicated. You don't have ill intentions. However, you're avoiding. And you could see that in your mind. You could see this in your underlining energy. You could see it in your heart. You're juggling between obligations or people. And the situation is you are too, you may be experiencing a little too much, I don't want to say foolishness, but a little bit too much youthful optimism for your future. So you may be not looking at the long-term consequences as much as you should be. You may be not looking at then how much necessary preparation and work that needs to be happening right now. You may be going through life, living day to day, waking up, not really determined, not really motivated. So you could be have low energy. You could not have that passion for things that you used to have, or the things that you have now. It's just you could be a little apathetic or passive in your life right now, at least in December and January. So what can help you with that? The energy you need more of and the energy you need less. So what you need more of is the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about self-evaluation, self-reflection, working on your self-development, your personal growth, working on your personal goals, figuring out what you want, what you need, and then going out and achieving it, obtaining it. And did you not have, you had the Judgment, and what we can see, you want it. You want that self-development. You want that next phase of life to happen. You do. But right now you're not working on it. And your loved ones on the other side are saying, hey, now's the time to work on that. December and January, work on that now. Work on your self-development. That is what's going to help you get out of that inability to be motivated, that inability to have that willpower and the energy to go forth and put in that effort and to actualize your goals. So do that self-reflection, do that self-evaluation, look at your life, all right? And you're going to gain that insight, that bit of wisdom that will help guide you more, okay? The energy you need less of, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Again, because you're not working that hard. You're not prioritizing the things that you should prioritize, right? This is a man working hard, okay? A man working hard. And he's almost to the finish line. You're not at the finish line. So if you have stopped, you've been complacent, you've been passive, you've been wanting too many breaks, wanting too much fun, and not enough hard work, your loved ones are saying, hey, start working. Work on your self-development and start working on your goals in your day-to-day life. Okay, that is the sign to not give up and reprioritize what matters most to you. Okay, because you're not done. You're not done yet, and you're not there yet. So don't act like you're there. Respectfully, okay, respectfully. In the near future, this is what is most likely to happen given this situation. You have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. In the near future, something's going to click. Something's going to click for you. You're going to get out of that resting mode, that, you know, you're not going to be on pause. You're not going to... You're going to take things more serious, and it's going to reawaken something within you to where you get back up, you find some energy within you, you find some strength within you to refocus yourself, get serious, and start working on your purpose, why you're here on this earth, right? The space that you occupy, you are going to take it seriously. The happiness that is waiting for you, the people in your life, your goals, your relationships, you're going to find yourself wanting to be active and be present, to pay attention, to connect in the near future. Your advice from your loved ones, you have advice 1, 2, 3. You may relate to 1, 2, 3, or all or none, but I do hope that you relate to at least one. Okay. What needs to work together for you? For some of y'all, you're going to have to find the balance between what you think is meant for you, what you think is right for you, what you think you deserve, versus a process that needs to happen for you. So if you're someone who is tired of playing by the rules because you're not seeing your investments turn into reward, your loved ones on the other side are saying, find a balance between the two. Because on one hand, you do have to follow a process, not just the process of humankind. So of course there's government, of course there's policies at work, and there's a certain way you should handle your home life, and there's certain ways you should act and behave within relationships. Everything has a process. That's something you cannot escape fully. It's there for a reason, at least in this case, at least for December. So you're going to have to find inner peace and acceptance and balance between what you feel you deserve and the rules that you follow, because it's going to exist. The rules, the policies, the way of the universe, the hierarchy of the universe, the sequence of the universe is going to flow the way that it always has, and you can't stop that. So it's better for you to work with the flow versus against it, because there is a way for you to work with it within certain boundaries and limitations and still get what you deserve. So they're like, please believe that. For advice number 2, You have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Justice, and they're all in reverse. It looks like for some of y'all, your loved ones on the other side, they want you to know you will not find that. So what you feel you deserve, the justice owed to you, all the good things, all the blessings you feel that you deserve, it will not come to you through you being with someone, a certain someone in your life. If you feel that being with a certain someone is going to bring you what you deserve, it's not going to happen. You won't find fulfillment within a certain someone that you're with, or that you want to be with, or that you think you should be with. So please know that there will not be fulfillment in another certain person. Fulfillment begins within yourself and yourself alone, not another person. Okay, for advice number 3, you have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Swords, and they're all in reverse. For some of y'all, I think your loved ones are trying, and notice that the Page of Swords is in the underlining energy. I think your loved ones are trying to tell you they know you want to figure out a way how to communicate how you feel, what's going on within you, the emotional turmoil, the mental turmoil, how to figure out yourself. They know you're trying to, you have questions, you have curiosity. They want you to know, don't stop being curious. Don't stop wanting answers to why you feel the way you do, why you think the way you do, the actions you do what you do. Don't stop. Don't give up on soul searching, on doing your self-development, because even if looking back on your past and what has happened to you, even if it feels overwhelming or intimidating, or just the process of self-development feels intimidating, especially if you're at risk of affecting your relationships as you gain more wisdom, your loved ones are saying, just don't stop being curious. Keep going. For some of y'all, just keep going. Keep asking questions. Keep learning. Now, this is your weekly outlook. This is very specific, so it may be for you or it may not be for you. I do like to say this is not set in stone. You have the power to change any prediction that I say, all right? You just take this with a grain of salt. Just remember this. Keep it in the back of your mind just in case. Ace of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse. This is week number 1 of December. Okay, you're not going to have any mental clarity in week number 1, dealing with a certain conflict or dealing with your actions or the actions of someone else that may seem a little unfair or a little, either you are a little too defensive or another person in your life is too defensive. Either way, there's just some conflict or miscommunication and you won't know how to deal with it. I don't think you know what will be the right way out of that for week number 1, or there may be a missed opportunity for you to settle things, to settle an argument, to have a compromise. Why would you miss the opportunity? I don't know, but just keep that in mind. Be open to any opportunity that may come your way for conflict resolution. Week number 2, you have the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So again, in the near future, the Nine of Wands. Therefore, the near future is probably week number 2 of December. Not always the case, but I do see that very often. So keep that in mind. It looks like again, the Seven of Swords is also in your mind. Remember how I said you're going to try to figure out a way to get out of a situation, get out of an obligation, get out of a relationship. Okay, so week number 2, what are you going to do? You're going to try to get out of a way of working hard. Why? Because you feel overwhelmed, you're exhausted, you've overexerted yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you're going to get out of it. You're going to find a way to get out. Either take off of work, or, call in sick, or break a promise, get out of a family event, whatever it may be. In the 3rd week of December, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands, and they're in reverse. Some changes are going to happen. You're going to experience some change, or you're going to have some uncomfortable information, new information come your way, and it's not going to be in your favor. Just know that it's something that it was always going to happen. It was inevitable. This change is inevitable. Now, what kind of change? Let me pull one more. Just one more. Ten of Swords. Okay, so an unwanted change or information is going to hurt. All right, it may be a betrayal. It may be dealing with your past that may trigger the feeling of going into a dark place. Again, you know how for some of y'all, this self-development, you're avoiding because you don't want to relive or revisit your past, a painful experience. So that could be a painful experience you remember it, and that's why you feel this way. Or for some of you, it's going to be new betrayal. Okay, so keep that in mind for week number 3, the 3rd week of December. Yeah, not the greatest, but you can still work with it. You can figure out a way of how to overcome it. All right. The last week of December, you have the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. You're going to figure out a way of how to overcome things. So if you were kind of worried or nervous after what I just said for the 3rd week of December, have a little faith, because come the 4th week, you may be hurting for some of y'all. You may be feeling it. You may be feeling that self-transformation, self-development. You may be feeling some type of bad news or some type of betrayal or disappointment. But you're going to be able to bounce back in the 4th week, okay? You're going to bounce back. You're going to figure out a way to protect yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all right? The 1st week of January 2025, you have the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, okay? It looks like there may be a missed opportunity for you to develop or to master a vision for yourself, for your purpose in life, and the vision that you have for other people affected by you. Either missed opportunity. Let me get more clarity. Okay, so the 8 of Cups. Either you walk away too prematurely. So you walk away from a situation or a relationship or a situation. You walk away too quickly or too soon. Therefore, you miss an opportunity for self-development. So maybe you give up. You give up too quickly before you could see an opportunity. Or because you leave, you have chosen not... what can I say? How can I say this? Or, on the other hand, because you've missed an opportunity, you decide to leave for something that's better for you, a better fit. Okay, something for you, either a relationship or a goal or an environment. You just decide to walk away. And that is for January, okay, 2025, just the first week, all right? I will do a January reading for you. So, moving on, this represents your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups. So again, the Eight of Cups in January. Sometimes what we think is best for us, what is good for us, what is right for us, really isn't meant for us. So if you experience a sort of separation or release from an obligation or from a situation or relationship, just know you feel a release because it was never meant for you. And now you have the opportunity to go seek what is actually best for you, what is right for you, what is good for you, what is meant for you. So look at the month of December as self-transformation, for soul searching, for obtaining what is really meant for you. Okay? No matter how hard it gets or how difficult it gets, just know it's just part of the process. And if that helped you, please subscribe or like the video, or just keep on coming back. And with that said, to all my Geminis, take care.